everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports.
It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Packers have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going against the Steelers, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. And the Green Bay Packers. First down, McLaughlin, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Operating from the gun. McLaughlin. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So they're on that play offensively. They were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Come on, let's go!
Looking to throw on second down. McLaughlin, left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Safarian Jenkins with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A nice gain of 21 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. The gun. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now a handoff as they run left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. And Murray's kick is up and good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now out come the Steelers. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
To throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, McLaughlin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Looking to throw. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They'll look to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
To throw on third and goal. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And Murray's kick is up and good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. play action. McLaughlin. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. McLaughlin dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first and 10, McLaughlin forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Off play action. McLaughlin. And his throw here's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Gets around him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. Sam Bradford, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Second down following the incompletion. To throw again. McLaughlin. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd and 2, McLaughlin finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, McLaughlin. He's going to go up top for the ends, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
15 yards through the air and a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bud Dupree in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go.
Back to throw here. And Adams has it complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like...
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted, and remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football, and the Packers pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put
is
a
pretty
star.
big.
I put a star. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now back to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Murray's kick is up and good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need to stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on first down. McLaughlin. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Second down now after the pass completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. 1-9. 1-9. Let's round. Here we go. 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go. 1-9.
Looking to throw. McLaughlin. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Come on, let's go. 1-9.
Off the play fake. McLaughlin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Back to throw. McLaughlin. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal.
Come on, let's go. 1-9. 1-9.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. McLaughlin. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. Sam Bradford with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On the toss, it's Gurley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him. On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead. Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And it was the Colts emerging victorious. Andrew Luck, nearly 400 passing yards. Following the fumble recovery, McLaughlin, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
Jalen Ramsey came into the NFL with 1 consistent universal knock, if you want to call it that, and that's ball skills. During his career at Florida State, just 3 total interceptions. Doesn't look like he doesn't have ball skills to me with that late-game interception that may have sealed things.
National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Steelers, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched.